Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to this presentation. This is Norai Vertinus, your host, presenting 9 deadly mistakes of a coaching business, or the 9 deadly sins that coaches make to attract their ideal clients. So we're gonna start in a couple of less than a minute. We're just gonna wait 1 minute to make sure if someone is just joining. Anyway, they're gonna have the chance to watch the replay. So let's make sure everything is set up here. This is a new software I'm testing. Throughout the presentation, I'll tell you about the literally infinite opportunities that you can have to get to set up your client attraction system with the least expensive ways and powerful ways. So this is one software which is not what most people use them, and it's very powerful. So I'm testing this, and I test a couple of times already, and hopefully this is the last time and it's gonna work perfectly fine. So there are problems, glitches, problems, so I fixed that, and then hopefully when you join, you'll know what this is and you can use it for your client attraction system purposes. So all right, so let's start. Just to give you a heads up what's going to be in this presentation. This presentation is going to take about 40 minutes until the most 55 minutes. And then I'm going to go over, after a little bit of talking about this stuff, what's going to be in there, and I'm going to go over the introduction about myself, who I am, why I'm doing this, how did I end up doing this kind of stuff, what is my background, where the hell I come from, and yeah, so just a little bit about myself so you know who I am. I think that's the nice way of starting a webinar. And then after that, it's going to be about the problems, 9 problems that I promised I'm going to talk about it. These 9 problems is going to give you a heads up how to save your money, because if you want to get clients, you need to have some budgets for your marketing so that you don't waste it. I had interviews and research. I figured out that's one of the challenges. They spend money, they don't get result. They spend lots of money different places. They wish they could have saved it to attract clients and to promote their business, and then also save your time. And then how you save your budget, how you save your time, and basically there are 9 problems. I'm going to go over this. Hopefully, if you'll follow these, you'll be fine. And then anytime these obstacles show up, you have solutions already for them. You know what to do. And then besides after the problem, I'm going to over the solutions. Again, I've done lots of research about the solutions, and I'll share those with you. And at the end, I'm going to provide you my own solution. Okay, so let's just start. All right. Again, hi everyone. Thank you for joining to this presentation. I hope this will be helpful for you to take a good step to grow your coaching business, helping more people in need of your help. My name is Norai Vertinus, and in this presentation, I'll share with you what no one tells you. You may realize it after you fail, unfortunately. I experienced that. It was costly, time-consuming, nerve-wracking, and frustrating. Besides, it's not only you, it frustrates the whole family. And then if you're married, if you have kids, it's affecting everyone almost in the family. So it's kind of hard. It creates hardship. Please bear with me. The order of this presentation is about myself, who I am, why am I doing this? Then I'll share the 9 big problems, help coaches to help more and expand. Then I'll share about possible solutions. And the last, what is my solution? All right. Okay. Yes, failure becomes a lesson, and it's costly, unfortunately. However, we can learn from other people's failure to prevent that happening to us. And that's the purpose of this webinar. So webinars, usually they say good things, but bad things are also needed. So when you know the bad things, you're going to prevent them. At the same time, we're going to talk about the good things too after the bad things. So it is the result of many days and nights of interviews, researches, and studies that I've done. These problems are little known. Yes, they're little known to coaches and unspoken about it anywhere. No one has ever offered a definite solution to these problems. Everyone is providing a bit of solution, and it becomes time consuming. So let me see, I saw everyone, and that's, yeah, everyone is just one word. So everyone, yeah, bits of solution, it becomes time consuming and frustrating to come up with a comprehensive solution that helps majority of coaches to reach out to more and help them. I'm going to share the problems that can help you to prevent failing. It can help you to realize how to run a dominating client attraction system while minimizing risk of failure to get great results. In this presentation, I'll share with you what you should avoid and what you should avoid to waste your time and money, of course, your hope, and get enormous results from your effort. Problems that I share are the main reason many keep struggling and not seeing good results. At the end of this webinar, you'll know how to avoid excessive expense of building your client acquisition system, which is going to help you save your budget for a better outcome. You'll get insights about many pitfalls that held back many coaches to get the result they dreamed about, so that you can avoid them and realize how you can get a great result in your investment. So this presentation will help you to know about the possible problems you may end up having and to find out the best solution that will save you money and time for a profitable outcome. This will help you to create the best clear path to achieve your dreams. It will share possible solutions to the problems that I discovered after extensive amount of work done, so you can seek a solution and grow your business. Now, allow me to introduce myself. I'm sure you want to know who I am and why I'm doing this, where I come from, how did I end up here, what is my background, things like that, just a little bit, and then we're going to jump into core main stuff. I had right, so I don't have my pen. I was going to show it to you. I have the second drawing there, so from the previous from the previous webinars left there. So I had kind of hardship childhood. Many times I survived bombings and gunfires. I experienced discrimination all my life before the journey that I started. That's the journey that I'm showing this on the map and the image. Started. I went through 7 countries, and this is only part of it. The journey took us to cross 7 countries, 5 of them illegally, not only for a better life, but also to save our lives. Me and my wife went through these mountains and jungles for 13 days that I'm going to talk about it. And it's like yesterday when I was crossing borders of Bosnia, Croatia, and then Slovenia and Austria. That's the image for these 4 countries. With barefoot, going through deep jungles and steep mountains in Eastern Europe with my wife. We were both very young and had dreamed to start a good life. We escaped the cruel government that had left no living rights for the people, especially Christians. So, yeah, this slide, we went through these, the borders, we walked through the borders, and then it was through mountains and jungles, so hiding, and it was rough. So we wanted to save our lives, build our future, and build a better life for our children. So we ran away with no money. We only had the cheapest option, so we needed to take the roughest path, with great risk of losing our lives. Our journey took 13 uncertain days, and with only one vision: to build a good life for ourselves and our children. The journey was extremely rough, but giving up wasn't the option and allowed, because the torture and suffrage was awaiting. So we kept moving. We escaped from a dictator and cruel government. We were afraid to be caught, return, and die in prisons of the cruel government from torture, where minorities like Christians had no place. Yeah, this we every border, that every country that we were caught, we were going to go sent back to the previous country if they knew what border we crossed. So if they see the even passport with us, they would have sent to the original country. But if they didn't, they would know what border we crossed, and they would send one border back. And then it was just like that. It was going one by one back until we reached to original country. And then so we need to just cut the passport in pieces. I had a friend that I found in Traskechen. I'll tell you about it, where that is. It's Hitler's military camp in World War II. And saw a friend of mine, a high school friend, that he swallowed his passport with the thick cover. So yeah, we need to do that to make sure that we're not going to be, if we're caught, they're not going to send us back to the original country, at least easily with the airplane or something. Yeah, rough days. The journey was extremely rough. So I told you about this. Next one, days and nights of walking in mountains, hiding in stables, and running away from border cops and their dogs cannot be forgotten. Every second of those days seemed like a century to us. It was deja vu. It was like we've seen this in World War II movies. Neither me nor my wife can forget those days. And when we reached to this refugee camp, that's the refugee camp, you see the picture. In reality, we were there. Those red drawings that I had, we were standing there, and then we requested, there was a police there, we requested to become a refugee. I stood where those guys are standing and then requested to become a refugee with no money and no food for 48 hours. There was no money left, and we had we didn't eat for 48 hours. We kept hiding and running and walking, all of our bodies covered in mud. This location was the Hitler's military camp in World War II, and we stayed there for 28 days. After we entered, there were fellows inside the camp. These fellows on the right side, I had this red drawings that were there. They saw us, they recognized us to be one of them. We left our belongings in the mountains in East Europe. The very last kiosk was the place we could make a call and give a relief to our families. And that day, they had no news from us for 13 days. So those fellows in the picture, those drawings behind the white circle, they approached us. They give us underwears and their clothing, even underwear, their clothing. And then because we were covered in mud, we went through the mountains. Especially the last border was Slovenia and Austria, and then steep mountain. We just kept falling, and it was wet and muddy, and then lots of grass. It was slipping down the mountain, and we were all covered in mud. So they approached us, they helped us, they gave us clothing. And then actually one of them, he was father of a student that I had a couple of years ago for some time. And we were talking, last time I saw him was like 30 years ago. We were talking about those days. This happened like about 20 years ago. So yes, this very last kiss I remember me and my wife, we squeezed ourselves into that place, and just now every moment of this journey, we were uncertain what's going on, what's going to happen to ourselves. Every second was like a century. So finally we reached here. This camp itself was a rough place, especially in the beginning. And then, but that was like heaven. This place was like heaven for us. Imagine, we were certain now. At this point, we were certain because of that. It was like heaven. Now we're not worried on the way we're going to be caught and what's going to happen. where are we going? Where are they taking us? There are human traffickers with guns in their hand, and my wife was the only lady. So it was extremely rough. And I think about it, it's just I get goosebumps. We borrowed money and made a call to our parents to know we are alive, and we made it after 13 days. Yes, they didn't know about us. What's going on? What happened to them? 13 days. When we called them, we figured our parents were crying for 13 days, and everyone knew. They talked to everyone. They said we don't have any news from them for 13 days. 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. There's nothing, and they knew that we're gonna go through the mountains from Asia until come to mid Europe. So, and finally they figured out we're alive with this kiosk in the right hand side when we call them. We slept for 48 hours just like them, these people that you see there, in the same room, on the same bunk beds. I just remember people talking about us while we were asleep in the room. And then I could hear them. Some people were asking if we're alive. And then I could hear them when I was asleep. People talking. So they, are they alive? What are they doing? They're sleeping all day. And then some other whispering that, yeah, they're alive. They just get up and eat and then sleep. So we slept for 48 hours. And my wife dropped her toenails one after the other after that day. For 2 weeks, she was keep dropping her toenails. But soon, the bad days were over. Life turned around. We appreciate Jesus for new opportunities. Within a year, we requested to come to United States, and then we were accepted, and we joined to the people in the United States. Very soon in the United States, I found myself useful to help children. Very soon I had mathematical background, so I started helping children. Then I felt how fulfilling it is to help children with their academic needs. I figured that there's lots of need to my help. And it was awesome. The feeling was awesome. It was totally different. In a place that you were discriminated, there's so many things I can tell about my life. I didn't want to put it into this presentation. Lots of people told me that you need to, even this journey, until it's too long. They said that you need to write a book about it. And then before that, discrimination, the country that you're like Christian and they have no right. And then, so it was totally rough. And then now we came here and we're helping people in the United States, the kids here, and they improving their grades, helping their confidence, build their confidence. Parents are so happy. It was so fulfilling. Okay, so then I felt how fulfilling it is to help children and their academic needs. I felt the satisfaction of helping the community. So I think that's how I kind of my transition started. So helping people, helping community feels good. I mean, because we know something, you share with them. And that's beautiful coaching, teachers. What you have is not yours, it's the others. You help them to improve. You improve, you help them, the others improve. I remember a parent used to tell me that she was always praying for us on Sundays, even weekdays. I found myself useful to help children and did since then for 18 years. This parent, she was kind of old, and then she had the daughter, like about 13 years old, and then her school was in a church. And then she was saying that when she goes to pick up, she goes into the church and then she prays for us. That was awesome. So I think, yeah, those things, helping community is just awesome. Helping people is awesome. That's probably one of the things that put me into this shoe to start doing this kind of stuff, working with the coaches. I also had the chance to pursue education and admitted to a good school and earned my degree in admitted to a grad school and learned my degree in engineering electronics. I worked as an engineer as well, but it didn't satisfy me. It was nothing like, well, working with kids, like smile, laugh, and see them happy. When they come to place, they're kind of disappointed. They feel bad. They don't know things. But when you teach them, they know, they go happy. When they get up in the morning and they want to go to school, they feel that they're happy because they have this class, that they know the answer. They can participate. They can talk to teachers. They can help the students. they're helping their friends in a classroom. And then when they do that, they feel so satisfied. But before, it wasn't like that. They were kind of pressured to go to school, to that classroom, especially math, when they're not good. But now they transition, they're happy. Even they set their goals that, like many high school students, they work after a while, they improve, and they said, "Oh, I want to become a lawyer. I want to become this. I'm doing this. I'm the best in the classroom." So that's awesome. I worked as an engineer, so I told you, didn't satisfy me. Nothing was like helping little angels to bring smile to their faces, build their future, and improve their confidence about themselves. Throughout the years, I acquired marketing skills, did many lines of coding and web designs. After I lost my full-time job as an engineer, I dedicated lots of time to improve my marketing skills as well, again, to help our tutoring businesses. Very soon, this is the transition point, second major transition to happen into my life and to me. Very soon, a horrific tragedy shook me and transitioned my life to a new direction. A buddy of mine, a great person, had a brain stroke. He fell into bed with no hope to survive. Yes, doctors said that they told his son, two children, that he's not going to survive. So they need to make a decision to keep him alive or put him asleep. And then he's been like that for 2 years, and I see how the children, the family is through since then until now. This person cannot move, they cannot talk, cannot do anything, cannot talk, and cannot move the fingers. He's fed through his neck. And then he's apparently getting better now. 2 years ago, he wasn't able to even blink. Barely he was able to blink. And so doctor said that he probably can think and recognize you, but they're not sure. So, but they were seeing him blinking, but now he is able to cry. And so when children walk into the room, the rehab, he cries. So that's just extremely, when I think about this. So, I cannot put myself there. And then when I think even I'm there and my children are coming into the room, and then finally, last week I heard they asked him, "Do you want us to put you in sleep?" And he shakes, he cries, and he blinks. Then they're not sure again, that's yes or no. Most probably yes. So you know what? I can't, it's just extremely sad. Sorry for changing your mood, but it's just coaching. There was coaching involved into this. This should have been coaching involved into this. This wouldn't happen. I'm going to go through this. This tragedy broke his family apart, left a heavy load on the children's shoulders to decide whether to keep the father alive or put him asleep. I always missed this great person since then. Ruben could have been saved. This could have been stopped from happening. If he knew about the consequences, he could have avoided. Sometimes someone should have told him. A coach coached him. A consultant consulted him. A mentor mentored him. An advisor advised him. So he could have been saved. Physicians' approach didn't help, apparently. These thoughts were with me for a long time, on and off. One day, I thought, what could have done for him? What was my part to save him? I still cannot believe life to be so cruel, and sometimes, to some of us, bad consequences are the result of the problems we have. If they're not fixed, they will hurt us sooner or later. Covering the problems is not the solution. You as a coach realize this every day for multiple times, and that's why you offer to help. I believe every family needs coaches for many things. I realize the problem just in my life, in the past and now, and problems in my surroundings' lives. I realize many of us have problems and need a coach and a mentor to help us overcome the problems. I wanted to help. I wanted to have a share to help people besides helping children. So I figured using marketing knowledge to help coaches reach out to more people who need help. Being involved in business, education, engineering, and marketing for years helped me to come up with a great program and be helpful. I figured my background to be a good combination to solve the problems that many people have. And that's what I did to find out how you can reach out to massive number of audiences, and then how you can communicate with them to aware them about the problems that they may have, to alert them about the consequence of the problems they may have, and to offer them about the solutions of the problems, and in some circumstances, to help them plan a desired future. That's the very important part, to create desire. I made my decision. I wanted to help the coaches, mentors, and consultants to help people. So I spent lots of time researching and learning. I conducted lots of interviews. I read lots of comments and concerns from coaches. I studied lots of courses. I learned lots of techniques, and I also learned lots of good lessons from the bad products and services. And I still do, and I'm going to do it, and then keep improving and improving, because as I'm going to mention later, technologies keep moving and we need to move. And someone needs to be on the top notch, and then when he learns, he needs to transfer this to the others. I spend more than, sorry for the noise in the background, looks like someone is cutting something. Hopefully it's not going to be strong over there on your end. I spent more than 18 months, day and night, to come up with a great solution that eliminates problems out there to attract more coaching clients, helping them overcome their pain, and even helping them to plan for a great future. The result was to creation of Forever Green Coaching Program. Now, let's change our gears. It's about you now. So I'm done with this part, my part, to talk about the problems. Now I'm ready to talk about the problem that I promised. You can build a massive coaching business, how you can do that, and how you can overcome the problems to do that in the first place. So you have coaching skills and knowledge. You want to use your skills to help people who seek your help, right? Wait, remember, there are people who don't want your help. So here's the difference between want and need. There are people who don't want your help because they don't know that they need your help. And that's the major problem that could cause bad consequences and great growth. So how you can help such people? Before I continue this, about this, same thing with the Ruben, this person, he knew about the problem. So sometimes we knew about the problem. Sometimes people know about the problems, but they don't know about the consequences. That's another issue. And sometimes they know about the consequences, but they don't have this desire to fix it. So there are different issues here that needs to be recognized throughout into your audiences, what kind of audiences they are and how you approach them. So Ruben could have been, if he had a coach who told them about the consequences, he would have been taking serious steps towards his health. First, you need to know what is your constraint and what's holding you back. Is it about where to find them, what to tell them, or how to encourage them to take action? So it comes again to problems, consequences, and then solutions, and then desire. There are multiple skills required to build a solid coaching client attraction system. You can reach out to such people and encourage them to take actions. Then there are strategic methods of approaching them. There are techniques of grouping your audiences. Learning all of these is lined up with many problems, of course, involved with learning all these plus technical stuff. Is lined up with many problems that kills time, money, and hope. Here are the problems that I promised to talk about. This is about coaches who needed more clients, and they wanted to build their coaching client attraction system in order to help more people. These coaches were concerned about saving time, to acquire more clients. They wish they could be more efficient. Free consulting sessions or $20 discovery calls were killing their time with no compelling results. Many coaches who took some marketing courses learned that this is the problem number 2. So problem number 1 was inefficient, being an efficient acquiring client. To problem number 2, which is many coaches who took some marketing courses learned the amount of knowledge and the skills they needed wasn't sufficient. So it's about knowledge, right? To run a successful marketing campaign. Problem number 3, constant changes in marketing platforms such as algorithm change, price increase, and other limitation. These changes made it hard for coaches to keep up with the updates. They took courses, but soon after, their knowledge became obsolete. Then problem number 4, an excessive software costs, monthly subscription fees are a limiting factor to many coaches. These excessive costs drain coaches' budget to take proper action on promoting their business properly, and very soon they started giving up. Blueprint, that's another one, that's major one, but probably you see it every day on social media. Problem number 5, blueprints, cheat sheets, and formulaic type of courses and content led many coaches into the competition, and they lost the ground to position themselves away from competition. They learn doing what others are doing, and since their approach was epidemic, it had lost the power. They didn't appeal, congruent, and unique. And it seemed like a typical engagement for the audiences. Consequently, it hurt the coaches rather than helping them. Coaches who took multiple courses, here's problem number 6, very important. Those who took multiple courses found out many sections of the courses they took are overlapping. They complained about the gaps that none of the courses covered. Taking these courses reduced their budget and power to move forward. It killed their time and destroyed their motivation and hope. Communication with audiences who don't know they need help was a major problem among many coaches. They're lacking the knowledge of communication and engagement with the audiences. That was the problem number 7. Problem number 8, length of coaching program is an issue and concern for some coaches. Many marketing coaches provide a lifetime access to their content, but the main concern is to have marketing coaches accessible to get more clarity and directions later. While many marketing programs last only 2 to 4 months, questions start rising after, and coaches wish they could have get professional answers. They post questions here and there on group pages and forums, but they get random answers that are not professional and can hurt instead of helping. It's like Yahoo Answers, while before people asking questions about health issues and some people saying take this pill, take that pill. So it could have been hurting instead of helping, right? If the approach is not professional. Same thing with this in our client acquisition or marketing. There are lots of questions here and there. Why, if they took marketing courses and after marketing course, they still have questions. So here's about I talked about overlapping and gaps, and then support and updates. And then number 9, why not offering safety net? I haven't seen a marketing coaching program to offer guarantee in the 2nd month, the 3rd month, and the 4th month. Why not? That's important. Safety net. Why they don't offer? Majority don't offer safety net. Here's my understanding. Now, did you experience any of these issues? If not, you've been lucky. And after this, if you pay attention and follow, you won't experience any more, because you'll know what programs you need to look for, sign up, get help, get support, get updates, get enough support, get enough updates, constant updates, save money and save time to avoid such problems. Build your forever green coaching program and build your dream life. As I said earlier, it's a big problem and less known. And that's why it took me a very long time to understand what's going on and what are the limitations for coaches to acquire more clients. And it took me much longer to find a solution. I didn't see a single source to offer. Yeah, I didn't see. I don't know, maybe if it's there, but I haven't. I did, after all this research, I didn't see a single source to offer a comprehensive solution to these problems. Apparently, because of the challenges to implement such a solution. So bear with me. The solutions are not as easy as they seem. Maybe if they seem easy, but not. Or you know what? It can be simplified. So I'll talk about that. I'll show you how to avoid useless efforts, minimizing obstacles from your way to build a solid client attraction system that grows over time and brings you clients day in and day out. It's simple, just a couple of rules that you need to follow. But before applying 20/80 rules, you may have heard this 20/80 rules. It's kind of marketing thing. Marketing people talk about it, and it comes from long ago, from someone that most people don't know where it comes from. It's just rough estimate of the numbers. It says that which 20% of the time you get 80% of the results. So time and results, very small fraction of the time you get the biggest results. So it means most of the time you're kind of wasting your time. So now how that can be improved is the concern that I'm talking about. Think about it. Knowing that only 20% of the time our effort will produce result is discouraging. It means most of our effort will be gone. How's it possible to improve this rule? That's why a coach, mentor, advisor, or consultant like you can be helpful, right? People need coaches, mentors, and consultants to prevent them from rough circumstances, correct? Tell me this, how many attempts, so this is a question for you. How many attempts will your clients probably need to make without your help in order to get the results that you can deliver to them? So how many times they need to try? It's like 20/80 rules, right? Most of the time they're gonna fail. So a very small fraction of time they might succeed. So the question was, how many attempts will your client probably need to make without your help in order to get the result that you can deliver to them? Isn't it what a coach does? Improving the outcome so your client gets faster results. You are moving obstacles away, right? Just by showing the path and the solutions and delivering life changes. So you are there for them to improve the chance of success, not to leave them challenged with their 20% success rate. The 20%, 50% is well known, but it's just the number for illustration purpose. Yes, a right coach can improve the chances of success. And here are possible solutions to avoid problem I mentioned earlier. So we're transitioning to talking about the solution. And almost every family needs a coach, right? A mentor, an advisor, or a consultant. Actually, every family needs many coaches, and that's my belief. Here's what you need to do to make it work. I said, so first solution, and I talked about inefficient methods of acquiring a single client at a time to be a problem with some coaches, right? I know many coaches offer a free session and discovery calls to engage a client with the solution they offer, hoping their clients will stick with them for a long time. But in many cases, that doesn't happen until you become a well-known coach and learn how to acquire their ideal clients. That takes time, and it's hard to accomplish in a competitive market. You need to have a pipeline to bring flow of clients into your communication channel, to communicate with masses of prospects in automation. You put your one-time good effort and save your time just to increase the flow of prospects. So that's important. solution to the first problem is to build an efficient client attraction system. So you need two things that I'm going to be talking about on here. One, build a one-in-many communication system, whether it's a funnel, automated email system, video sequence, webinar, podcast, quiz page, forms, or even combination of all of these. But that's just about the communication media. Number two, you also need to have multiple pipelines and multiple sources of traffic to build a solid system. Now, there are problems on the way to build such a system, and I'll address possible solutions. So two things. One-to-many mass communication, and then two, to attract client, and then number two, pipelining, to bring in many traffic from many sources instead of one, because one source is kind of stressful, just like I draw the image there, a certain circle, there's multiple pipelines, right? So that's how you can scale your business with less effort and save time. But as I mentioned, how can you build a system with no gaps and overlaps to conserve and get faster results? So we're on solution number two. You also heard about lack of knowledge to market effectively even after taking a couple of courses here and there. Yes, that's the case with many, unfortunately. If the courses you are talking or taking are not packaged together to deliver a unique purpose, you'll create gaps. You need to take many courses to learn, right? And build a complete client attraction system, right? With the great communication channels and multiple sources of paid and free traffic, like how to set up your webinars, how to script the webinar, how to create your video sequences, how to engage audiences in the video sequences, how to implement quizzes, forms, and pop-up effectively, how to bring right prospects from Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and other gaps. See, I'm going to elaborate about this, like about this webinar. This couple of times I'm doing it, I already explained it, and the system. So I went through this until I went through many of them and then tested many of them. Not only the webinar, so many softwares. So it took so long to find one good one so that I can make sure it's good one, test it's going to offer to coaches like you. Make sure that it has lots of power, make sure it's very cheap, inexpensive, so you can save time, so you can save money. And then you can build all your system in one place on your website. You can create all your marketing and everything with all these tools in your website, not on the third-party sites. Okay, so like pop-ups, I was just telling you about. Pop-ups are gone, but how can we find a nice, good pop-up which is looking different than the others? Not only with strategies, techniques, and the way it comes, and the way it's programmed, then the way you can use it so that it's attractive and unique, so you can be creative. So we'll talk about these, this creativity, uniqueness. So all these is time-consuming, and someone needs to go through these and package them all together and deliver them to you, and that's what you need. And that's what I've done at the end. I'll tell you about it. So again, another one, how to attract your ideal prospects from Gmail, display network, YouTube, and search network. See how you can bring this pipeline of clients that can flow into your system through different channel, right? How to invite audiences from Yahoo, another one being LinkedIn and other places. How to integrate all of these together. How to set up your surveillance system to detect weaknesses of your communication channel. That's extremely important. So how to improve your system. So because you need to improve your system, unless it's just going to be broken there. You need to figure out if it's broken, and then you need to know what to do to improve it. So I call it surveillance system. When you set up surveillance system, it's going to give you hints what to do. So also detect weakness of your communication channel, your engagement, and other problems. How to separate and group your audiences and engage with them accordingly. How to track your possible prospects and warm them up to convert them so you can serve them, right? How to set up sensors to get feedback from your effort so you can adjust and improve. How you can retarget and remarket. That's extremely important. And don't waste the previous effort. Now, so I said previous effort, some coaches say they leave money on the table. Then that's true, because when you put effort on some clients and you don't show up again, then you need to do retargeting and remarketing. How would you set this up? So you need a coach, you need a program that all of these, that he or she can deliver all these to you. Now, I still can count the amount of knowledge that you need to build a very solid client attraction system. So what's the solution? So I'll let you know. If you have paid tens of thousands of dollars and you've learned to program your mind to take challenges, that's awesome. But remember, you're going to take challenges to gain skills, the knowledge that I was talking about. So some people, this mindset, one of the problems is uncertainty. And then another solution for that is to frame the mind. That's, I might believe, that's just one side of the equation. If you don't have skills, and then only framing your mind is not going to be really, really effective. Somehow it's working, but not 100%. That's why you need to have skills. You need to improve your skills. So let me see. I'm running out of battery here on my laptop. All right. So this was the source of the problem. Bits of information from some courses is not enough. Information. And if you wanted to take many courses, here's the problem with many courses that I will keep talking about, and many things, many courses. And if you want to take many courses to learn about all these, again, you have created another set of problems for yourself that I'm going to address, and that's about overlapping. So bear with me, I'll share with you. Solution number 3, yes, computer and electronics technology changes with the speed of light. More than ever, knowledge becomes obsolete faster than ever. And there is an overwhelming amount of information on internet. There are many shiny objects that takes you nowhere. Nowadays, kids talk about gadgets and computer stuff that grown-ups never heard of them. So here's the solution, right? So technology, and then challenges that you need to keep up with that. And you as a coach specialized in your area, of course, may have difficulty to keep up with the changes. It's about your digital marketing skills. And you need to have a reliable, this is a solution, family coach, reliable family coach, like a family doctor, to get the constant updates and keep your business the top notch in the market, to help more people with less time and generate more income to live the life you were dreaming about. Solution number 4, many coaches complain about excessive amount of spending on tools and gadgets. They spend thousands of dollars just for initial setups, monthly fees, web designers, tech guys, subscriptions, and the courses with many gaps that I just talked about. Even before they start becoming profitable, they start running out of budget, so they couldn't market properly. Some of them borrowed on credit cards, created debt, hoping soon they will become profitable. So excessive cost of building your client attraction system may become an extra burden on your shoulders, to add stress instead of stretching you, to build path of failure rather than success. Budgeting time and money is the key. And there are ways to create the system with less than $100. Not even per month, it's per year. Really, imagine instead of spending $1,000, per month. There are many people I know spend $500, $2,000, $2,500. Even they're newbies, new start businesses, and then that drains their budget. So, but this one, that's per month. And imagine this per year. So there are sources like that. It's cheap, and also you can build them on your site. And then if you build them on your site, you're going to increase indexing, high index, so that it's going to bring free traffic to you. At the same time, it's cheap and powerful. So because there's lots of minds that they built them instead of one or two, so many minds, because there's 1,000 different tools. They're very inexpensive, or sometimes they're cheap. You can use them to build your client attraction system. But remember, if you want to spend all the time, you go finding these. That's what I've done. That's what I've done. And you're going to spend, instead of spending your time doing your own stuff, like relationship coaching, marriage coaching, parenting, finance coaching, all these, imagine you're going to spend on that. So that's not efficient, right? But my job as a marketing coach or business coach, I can do that, and I teach many people. So that I've done that, so you don't spend money on expensive products. So at the same time, I already mentioned, it's going to help your indexing. It's going to help the flow of free traffic, organic traffic in your system, because all your effort is on your site. Everything you can build on your site. Even this webinar is on my site. So if there's lots of people coming, clicking on this, watching this, and different pages, everything I build is here, right? Instead of going and using a third-party funnel builders, funnel designers, and then even for booking, right? Everyone is working here, so it's going to be lots of traffic here. It's going to improve the ranking of the site, and with the searches easily, it's going to show up. That's the key. So I didn't. It's not in my slides to talk about it, but I'm just adding right here. Yeah, that's the key to improve your ranking, to get free traffic. That's another advantage of that. You spend less, you improve your organic traffic, you're going to save time, and you're going to be powerful. And there's another one, which is uniqueness. You can come up with a unique way of the system. So I'll talk about that. All right. So to stick with so I was talking about sticking with the cheapest product, and the tools is the key to last long, until you absorb all the skills and knowledge to transform and build your solid system, gaining all this expensive knowledge and gaining all this experience, knowledge, and learning about the flaws in the market and all the good and bad cost me about 2 years and tens of thousands of dollars. I learned and found the cheapest products that are the most unique products that helps to become creative and unique. It's crucial to invest on yourself instead of spending on gadgets. That's how you can soon look different. Number 5. So here's a good one. Many fall for blueprint stuff or formulaic methods of coaching while dealing with highly adaptive creatures. I mean human. Let me elaborate this. What will happen if everyone offers the same thing? Same approaches, same 5 secrets, same webinar structure, same landing page format, same messaging strategy, and on and on. Correct. You got it. They will be ignored. That means positioning yourself into the competition rather than creating your own unique approach. That blueprinting and formulaic approach destroys the creative genes and your creativity, takes your power away, while you still need to deal with the competition. So a good coaching program in marketing will provide you tools to simplify building a unique product rather than saying, this works for me, that's quote unquote, this works for me, try it, it will work for you. Then a massive rush of followers will head and do the same thing. The consequence is, again, being ignored because audiences get bored. So you need a coach to provide you many pieces so you can combine and create unique solutions. So that's the solution. You need to have many pieces. How many pieces can become solution? How you can be creative? Because creativity can be improved. That's the awesome thing about it. So over time, you're going to come up with your own creative ways, but how you can initially start, how you can initiate that. So many pieces, if you have many tools or many ideas, so you need that. You need many pieces, many tools, and many ideas. Let me elaborate that with just an example. Here's a 10th grader math question as an example. If you have 3 hats, 4 shirts, and 5 pants, 3 hats, 4 shirts, and 5 pants, how many different unique combination of outfits you can have? The answer is 60. It's 3 times 4 times 5, 60 different combinations you can have. And then so you can create your unique solution if you have different tools and multiple ingredients. So if you have 60 solutions every week, you can have one set of outfits, and all year you're going to look different. Every week you're going to look different from the other one all year. It's 52 weeks per year, right? So that's why you need multiple pieces and multiple skills, multiple techniques and ideas to put them together. An important factor in marketing is creating curiosity. And even a new marketer knows that. So you can show up different while you have different tools to look unique and create curiosity. Bear with me, even for free. So number 6, concerns about gaps and overlaps. Coaches took courses that overlapped in sections and modules. Some coaches took Facebook's marketing while they were exposed to create landing pages. Like on, this isn't just an example, lead pages or ClickFunnels. So some coaches take Facebook, while some of the course was had to create landing pages, right? And you need to purchase softwares, which was another problem, buying softwares, expensive softwares. For example, like, I don't know, ClickFunnels or lead pages or different ones. So, and then the problem here I want to show about is overlapping. But already I talked about the price, which is a concern to many coaches. But here, how that become overlapped. And then, so imagine the same person is taking another course, how to market on Google or another place, right? And in that course, again, they offer how to create, because a part of it had to create landing pages. Most of the courses, they offer create landing pages. So it's just 1/6 or one week out of 6 weeks, or 1 out of 4 weeks, or 1 out of 8 weeks is just wasted doing same thing for 2 courses, offering the same thing. That's overlapping. Overlapping kills the time and takes the time, drains your budget, right? So it becomes redundant. So you're doing things over and over. It costs you financially. It took the time from their coaching program and from their family time. So many experience overlapping. And I told you earlier about the problem of creating gaps. So that's another one. Can you find a program that offers all these and doesn't overlap or create gap? You realize you need lots of skills, right? We talked about that. While taking many courses, I keep saying talking and taking. I read it like that. While taking many courses offered by different coaches creates overlap or leaves gaps behind. So you need a single, unique, and united system. It's very hard to find because it's very hard to implement such a program. It's required lots of technical skills, planning skills, and manpower. But hold on until the end to hear about Forever Green coaching program. So I want to tell you about something that I just mentioned it again, but I'm going to put more emphasis on this. See, that's many coaches struggle to come up with all these, to connect these pieces together. Just one of them, just obvious. I was facing this last 3 days. This is my 3rd webinar running, and I wasn't able to put it on the site. Even I marketed, people came and then they wanted to see, but they weren't able to see. Why? Because software, I'm testing the software. I said those pieces that in the course that I offer, I want to find the best one and cheapest one. And then, but it requires lots of work, lots of testing, lots of different ones, testing different ones and returning and learning one of them and then doing it. It just requires lots of learning. That's why it took so long. And that's why I said it's kind of hard to implement. That's why almost no one, I haven't heard anyone offering such a thing that I'm going to offer later, all these solutions to offer. So this, like I was talking about this webinar, this is the third time doing it. Finally, today, because this is 14 days, has 14 days money back, and it's been already 8 days. And I emailed them and said, this is the problem about the presentation. This is what happens. I told them about the issue. I emailed them, and right away they answered what to do. Just 3 clicks, how to do that presentation so that I have a nice screen going on. And I came, and so this is my 4th webinar. So this 4th one, I'm doing it, and everything is fine. It's the way I love it. So far so good. When the webinar is done, yeah, I have to see that everything is, after that is again good. Then that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to be promoting. And I'm saying, I don't have anything that I'm not going to get any money from these companies, because I want to help you. I want to minimize your cost, not that it's something to go into my pocket. But so I'm going to test it again, and if it's good, I'll let you guys, this is a good product, and this is how you can do it. I've been through all this stuff, and I'm going to show you all the stuff, how you set this up. So that's why it kind of becomes hard. It becomes hard, very, very, very hard, because especially for those who are not technical, and they don't have time for all these, to go through all these and to find a really good one. So let's move on. So I said that it's very hard to find because it's very hard to implement such a program. It requires lots of technical skills, planning skills, and manpower. But hold on until the end. So anyway, I just said it, and I'm going to tell you about it. Forever Green Coaching Program. That's my unique program. So number 7, knowledge of communication, engagement, connection, learning what to say, when to say, and how to say things is missing from many campaigns. So it's very important that about problems and solution. I sign up. I took my mom for a surgery, for knee surgery, and the way the doctor first time talked, my mom just regrets it. I don't want it. After 1 year, she was in pain again. 1 year continually, like before. Again, I went to another doctor, Dr. Marriott, here somewhere in Glendale. He was an awesome doctor with 40 years of experience. And the way he approached, the way he talked and said, you know what, my mother, if you fix this problem, this is a problem that you have. And he elaborated about the problem. Make sure that my mom knows about the problems. If he doesn't know, so he mentioned it. He showed some pictures, images from her knees and bones and stuff, other images. So these are the problems. And then he mentioned about the consequences. This is what's going to happen. Isn't it what already you see the signs happening? Oh, so my mom says, yeah. And I said, oh, that's going to happen. Again, it's going to get worse. He said, yeah, it's worse than before. So it's going to get bad. It's going to reach to a point that you're going to have backache. And then my mom said, yeah, that started already. So yes, he said it's going to get worse. You see that he was going through the problems, he was going through the consequences, and then he made it bad later. Later you might have this. And then it's going to be bad that probably you cannot move it from your bed. That's what I've seen. And then my wife was, what? My mom said, what? And then she's already lots of pain. And then he said that, you know what? But if you fix this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and I'm going to fix it, which you don't need full knee surgery. And with the minor surgery, you can do that. Even you can do both knees. And then you can walk same day home. In like 2-3 weeks, until like 2-3 months the most, you're going to get better. And my mom became so hopeful that, and he said, you can walk, your pain from back is going to disappear. And my mom says, he pictured this pleasant state, this desirable state and my mother right away she decided that she wants to have surgery. This is this communication, marketing skills, and communication has special methods of approaching and talking to. So that's missing from lots of campaigns and lots of engagement. So congruence is missing again, and it's because of lack of knowledge. You are a coach now. Why congruence is missing? I'll talk about that. You are a coach and you are involved with the pain your clients are through. So you know about the pains that your clients are through, definitely, right? A couple of them, they talk to you and you already know them. They keep talking, you know more. You know their feelings, pain, and amounts, the moments they spend day and night in pain. And if someone else is writing your script, that may not be congruent with your feelings about your prospect, right? So I've seen people writing scripts for life coach, relationship coach. That's not congruent. You need to be doing basically this. You need to learn how to do this, and you need to be doing it, and you need to improve. So just to take a course that they tell you, I'm going to write this for you, that's a problem. Because when the course is over and then that script is not working or it's obsolete and you need to write another one, and you're going to have a problem. I've heard that coaches complain about that. You will not reflect that in your communication if it's done by someone else. You will not learn how to modify your communication if you don't learn how to engage. And if someone else does that for you, right? If your webinar is your creation, you'll learn how to modify that constantly towards better. So you start from a point and you're going to keep doing it better and better and better and better. But you need to learn the skills and you need to be doing it. Every time you can improve it and get it better at it. Solution number 8, there's a learning curve involved with your business and also communication strategies with your audiences on your webinar or on landing pages. So and that's about learning curve. It's not about communication. We talked about that learning curve. Many business coaches programs end so fast before the students even come up with a question. Imagine while students realize they have questions, program is over. I talked about the problem earlier, right? Like I said, it's like Yahoo Answers I mentioned. They have questions, program is over, and now they don't know what to do. You need to find a program that will address your questions even after the program is ended. That will help you remove the obstacles from your way. There are courses offering to write your webinar script. I said it. It's like doing your child's homework for her rather than teaching her how to do. I believe on teaching you how to fish rather than giving you the fish. So find a program that you get enough support while you're there and also when you left the program, right? But so I have a solution for that, how we can do that so you get help for a long time. So problem number 9, the last problem is about providing safety net. If your product is good, you shouldn't be worried about not getting paid. That's correct, right? If it's a good product, everyone is going to keep it. And then if you're offering this product to someone, if it's good, they're going to keep it, and you shouldn't be worried about getting paid. Everyone's gladly is going to pay for the product, which is good, and it helps them. If you return a great product to store, it's your loss, isn't it? You buy something and you like it, it's so good. Are you going to return it? Of course not. Unless you don't need it. It's not for you and you wanted to return it. Now, if you figure something is not, it's not for you, that's not what you wanted it, then in that case, if you return it, so it should be, they should take it back. It's a good company with a good policy will take that back. Like Costco does, right? For lots of stuff that you buy it, and for after a long time, still they're gonna return it. Even broken stuff, they return it. That's how they become bigger and bigger and bigger. So, which is a good thing to accept it back by the store. I just said that. No one wants to return an awesome product back to store. Sign up with the program. That's for sure offering a long time guarantee. And not only for the first month, for a long time. Now, to overcome all these obstacles, you need a program much bigger than a course. This is the summary. You need something bigger than the course. You need a program that cuts your expenses. You need a program that leaves gaps behind, that doesn't leave gaps behind. Yeah, it doesn't. Why it does? You need a program that doesn't leave gaps behind. You need a program that doesn't waste your time. You need a program long enough until you thrive. You need a program built to save time. You need a program to be there for you, not for just short time. And you need a program to it's solid enough. That's solid enough to offer strong guarantee. Now it's your turn. I'm done. What do you pursue? What is your dream? Your lofty dream? Are you ready to build your dream life, living in your terms, to control your own life, business, finance, and life? How about if someone offers all of this to you? All of these problems are solved, solutions are there for you. Something that just like warranty, long warranty, lifetime warranty, basically. So as long as you stick there, not for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and then you return it, you don't like it, return it, get the money back. Something that reduces your cost to nothing, to save your time. Someone who goes through the technical stuff and he learns and everything that he tells you. Someone that he provides, it's not 2 months, 3 months program. It's just forever green, forever green, and then there's an update after that. You always get support. So you can build your system, you can attract people, you can communicate with many, and then you can improve, getting better and better. Next year better than this year, after that better than next year. So you keep improving. If someone offers that to you, what you gonna do? That's what I'm offering. It's called free. That's not free, forever green coaching. You know that your dream life depends on your income, correct? And your income depends on the number of clients you attract and number of clients you have. Here's my good news for you. I created Forever Green coaching program for you that cuts your expenses to like nothing. So you spend on reaching out to your audiences, because if you have more money to reach out to more audiences, that's the key. Every day, anytime. And then it doesn't repeat itself. Something that it's not redundant to kill your time, and doesn't leave gaps to go tangent talks. I'm talking about tangent. There are lots of courses that they talk about tangent stuff. They kill first month until warranty is over, guarantee is over. To waste your time. It doesn't leave gaps behind. It is forever support, forever update, forever available for you to keep growing, expanding, reaching out to more people, and building your dream life. Now, I'll let you know you're gonna get all of that. So what are you waiting? I'm not pushing. So it's your choice now. But all of these good things, either you want to do it or you don't want to do it. Even you want to build your future or you don't want. If you want to build your future, if you don't have, maybe there are things that's stopping you. There are other objections. Also, about objections, there's a free course how to handle your objections, internal, external, creativity, how to be clear, how to create your mission, how to get rid of fear. That's also free as a bonus. It's going to come to you. It's a six-figure program that I'm going to offer it, and how to get rid of objections, because we all get objections, and then we need to know we need to have tools how to deal with that. So I'll provide that tool to you. I designed this program so that you will always get support. Keep getting all the required skills to thrive. I designed this program to reduce the stress from the unknowns that times becomes friction to move forward. I've taken all the heat working day and night for 2 years to make a system for you to save tens of thousands of dollars, and allows you to budget only to reach your audience, the ideal clients. Forever Green Coaching is to build your system in one place. See, that's the key thing, in one place. You don't need other software, you don't need other platforms, other pages. You spread your traffic, some on your web pages, some other places. Everything is going to be on your page, on your domain. So that's going to help you bring free traffic, organic traffic, one network with a very small cost. It is designed to help you to multi-source the flow of traffic, to reduce the stress from relying only a single source of traffic. It's built from combination of tens of different courses. It's a risk-free program with no obligations. Consists of 3 major phases. This is a 1-year program. 3 major phases. You can quit anytime you want. These phases are stability phase, expansion phase, and unstoppable. What's stable? I wrote it unstable here. I typed it unstable. Unstoppable phase. On a slide, I have it unstoppable, but somewhere else I have it unstable. So each phase consists of 4 months, and then basically each month is one module. You have 4 months. First one, stability phase, massive move module, attraction gene module, fascinating dynamics module, finishing touch, integration module. Second phase is expandable phase, conserving, flourishing module, insightfulness module, attraction mastery module. With the first phase, you've learned so much. Only even with the first module, massive move, you'll learn how to build your website, how you'll learn how to create marketing pages, lots of marketing gadgets. And also you learn how to communicate, how to write copyright. That's only first month. So much stuff. First module, so much stuff there. So that's how the program is going to keep going. And with this first phase, you've learned so much, so many courses here in this only 4 months, 4 module. After that, it's really expanding. You're gonna go expand like that tree in different dimensions. Your root is gonna expand in every direction. So this second phase is so much. You're going to go every direction after 4 months. And then third one, unstoppable phase. You're just unstoppable. Every possible thing that's out there is going to give in to you. So it's going to be, it's so much, just so much stuff here and extensive. Everything is going to deliver to you. Lots of support. And then good stuff, all the solution that I talked about. I don't need to go through the detail of what is precision attachment, what lowest is. All of those things that the solution I was talking about is here in this 12 months. And after that, you can get monthly updates with the very small monthly fee. The monthly fee, small fee is going to be those who went through the program, and they're going to keep getting updates because the cloud storage is coming. Actually, membership fees. Membership programs, again, is in here. You can set up your membership program and group coaching program. All this is in here. But after that, you're going to get all the updates, how to use machine learning, how to use cloud storage, and all this. Even cloud storage is also here, how to use cloud storage. But after that, you keep getting updates because there are lots of changes going on. So I told you that's your decision, but there's the button down there. If you click on this button, it says, click here to take you to offer page. Click here to take you to offer page. If you click on that, you're gonna go to another page that's gonna tell you about the prices. Over there, there are pop-ups for the first-time visitors, not the second time. I'm just giving you heads up here, because if you leave and come back, you're not gonna get that, because I programmed it. And throughout the course, I teach you how to come up with things like that. That is different, creative. So multiple pop-ups, different time of the year, different time of the day. So it can be so creative and offering different things. Be unique. So on the next page you'll see it, but it's only for first-time visitor. You're a first-time visitor, you're gonna get that. So watch to get that. And then to get that, see what it says. And then you'll see the prices, and then there are 3 sets. It says membership, but it's not membership. It's a bronze, silver, and gold. There are lots of courses out there. They offer 1 installment. Maybe they break it into 2. And I've heard that was another problem. I mentioned 9 problems, but there's 900 problems. These are really major ones, and small ones are inside. I covered them too. So lots of people, like new businesses, people who are still working outside for the companies, for corporates, and then they want to start their business and they cannot afford paying all of this, and they don't have time for that. That's why this program is stretched for a long time. You get support. And then also the payment wise, I broke into smaller chunks, so you're going to pay every month. So 1 installment, 1 month, and then you're happy, you're good, you're going to move on to the next one. You're not happy, your money's back and it's over. You're happy, you're going to move on to the next module. Same thing, next module, when it's done, you're happy, you're going to move on to the next one, you're going to pay for the next one. You're not happy, you're going to get your money back. So that's bronze membership. So I said sub membership, but it says membership, sub membership. Next one is silver. Silver you can pay for every 4 months, which is every phase you can pay. Again, you're gonna get the warranty the same way. Every month you're gonna get warranty. Not warranty, I keep saying warranty, sorry, guarantee. It's not, English is American English is not my first language and second or third, or so that's why I get confused sometimes. Sorry about that. And then yeah, silver membership is every 4 months. Why I did that? Because some people, they can pay, and if they do, they're gonna get some break. So there's discount there, probably like a month off, something like that I considered. And there's the third one, golden membership, that are for the people, coaches who can afford paying this 12 months full package once. And if they do that, I think they're gonna get a month or 2 months free. So they're gonna pay for like 10 or 11 months. So you can take advantage of those. But go to the next page, see what it is. I told you about the problems, so much stuff. Watch this again. So think about this, really. Find this for solution. Think about the solutions yourself. And then if you want to join, I'm glad. I'm just happy. And that's my wish, to serve you. And then my goal is to help people like Ruben. And I said, it's not only Ruben, it's ourselves. You are a coaching relationship, but you might need a coach. There it is. You are here. You need a coach for marketing, right? And then maybe you are a finance coach. You need a coach for relationship issues, right? And then your parents, your relatives, my parents, my relatives, myself, we all need help. We all can support each other and live better. That's what we deserve. This is our one-time chance to live good, but we can help each other. That was my purpose doing this. So I went through lots of hardship myself. God only knows, and my family knows. My family was with me. I was dragging them around. So to create this program, an awesome program, so that we help the community. Like my mother was like that. So many times she needed a right coach, a consultant to advise her. She was in pain, and she was seeing different physicians, and they weren't, not that I'm criticizing the physician, but I don't know, she wasn't getting the right solution. So if we can help each other, we're gonna live better. And then, so I'm here for you to serve. If you want to join me, then I'm gonna be thrilled. If not, I hope all this program is gonna help you. I hope that you're not gonna get obstacles on your way, and you're gonna be successful, and you're gonna live happy and healthy. All right, so I'm gonna stop this here. Looks like, as I said, this program now, this webinar software is running awesome. So you sign up, you're gonna get emails from me. You're gonna get lots and lots of tips. I'm making my emails different than any other person that sends emails. So read them, please. Read them. It's gonna help you. It's for you. All right. Bye-bye. Take care.